trying to figure out when I became the adult. It's like you go from being a kid to being responsible for kids, and it's like it happens just like that, and it's crazy. And I'm still trying to figure it out. Like who decided that I should be the adult in the situation? I'm trying to go back to childhood. It's crazy. The thing about motherhood that always gets me is the fact that you're always cleaning, you're always picking up after someone, you're always doing something, always busy. I have been doing a lot of things, and I know you guys are probably wondering when I'm going to tell you guys what's been going on. It's not in this video, but I do plan to share with you guys really soon what has been keeping me so busy. For example, I went back to work full-time, and that has been just a crazy transition with Teo in school, Noelle and Adelaide still home, and you know, doing things that toddlers do. Life has gotten very busy. Moms are awesome. I don't care what you say. We are so cool. But one of the things that I've done to kind of help me with my busy schedule is I got Chef's Plate. I mean, if you've never heard of it, it's a food subscription that you can get. The meals are pre-packaged, ready to go. It's like somebody else is doing your meal prepping. It makes making dinner for the kids really easy, because even if you're busy and you have so many things to do, one thing that you cannot really compromise on is feeding your kids and making sure that you have nutritious meals for them. And sometimes it's hard to do that, but I got Chef's Plate and it made it so much easier. The only thing that you have to worry about is if you don't have time to select your meals, they're just going to send you the recommended meal. And today's recommended meal is chicken souvlaki, so that's what I'm going to be making. I'm just kind of a basket case these days. I just have a lot of things that I'm trying to balance and trying to keep organized. And really thinking about what to cook is probably one of those things that I just don't have mental space for. I don't have the capacity to think about what to prepare. So it's kind of a good thing that, you know, if you fail to pick something, they will pick it for you. And then you just kind of get a surprise. In the beginning of your subscription, you'll put like whether you're vegan or vegetarian, things like that, if you prefer to be meat or no meat or whatever the case is. And then they'll send you based on your recommendation or based on your meal preferences. And then it's just that simple, really. And one of those things that I really love about it is that you don't have to really think a lot about what to make. You just get your meal subscription. They give you every single ingredient you need, including the seasoning and the instructions on how to do it, and you just make dinner. So easy. Today is one of those days where I'm kind of working, doing kid stuff, housework, all kinds of stuff, and I'm really thinking, because we're going into the end of the year. Well, we're at the end of the year. This is like December, and Christmas is just around the corner. And of course, it's that time where people are like, oh, I need to start making resolutions. And if you know my position on resolutions, you know that I am not making any. I have some goals that I want to accomplish and some things that I want to do. But one of the things that I always kind of keep in focus is how I want to get better than myself, the self that I was last year. I'm not in any competition with anybody, and nor should you be, but you should always be trying to improve. And I think that a part of my improvement is going to be definitely finding things that are going to help, you know, kind of make things easier in the house. Even when life is busy and even when you feel like things are kind of all over the place, there are going to be some things you're going to find that are going to help ground you. And there's no shame in getting a little help. And for me, help is Chef's Plate. It is one of those things that I didn't think that I was going to ever do, because it goes against every Caribbean fiber in my being, because you should be cooking for your family and you should do it from scratch, right? But the truth is, you get a little busy and you need a little help sometimes. So the thing that I really, really love about just having this subscription is that all of the ingredients are fresh. I literally come down, I do work from home, so I come down the stairs, and from prep to plate, it's like 20 minutes sometimes, and that is okay by me because nobody wants to be spending more than 20 minutes in the kitchen. One thing I'll say though, if you don't have previous experience cooking, Chef's Plate might not be that helpful at first, okay? The last thing you want to do is come down from a busy day, start to cook, and you have to be reading instructions and following, step by step what to do. I found that very frustrating. I was making a meal that I wasn't familiar with, and I was hungry, the kids were hungry, and I had to stop and read all the instructions, and I was like, I don't have time for this. So I kind of did my own spin on whatever dish they provided. So if you're a person who needs to follow all the instructions step by step by step, it might not be that helpful. I don't know. Can't lie, I get really tired at this time of day. I mean, everything that's going on, it's crazy. I am going to do a day in the life video one of these days. I definitely want to get back to vlogging and want to get back into, just my day-to-day life. I think that having content like that is more helpful because it kind of gets you not only to understand what I'm talking about, but it gets you to see and have like a more tangible idea of what it is that I'm doing. I get that question all the time, like, how do you do it all? And I want to be honest, and I don't do it all. I choose what I want to master in that day, and I choose what I want to focus on, and I get those things done. And whatever else doesn't get done, doesn't get done. That's it. Life is crazy enough. You don't have to add the extra stress of making sure that you check everything off your to-do list. If you didn't do it today, do it tomorrow. One thing I can say is that meal prep, cooking, it's one of those things I used to really love until I had to do it. And I had to do it every single day with lunches and breakfast and dinner, all that stuff. There are times when I give my kids, an easy dinner and then cook for myself a lot later, cook for myself and my husband a lot later. One thing I also try to do is get leftovers. Sometimes it's not possible, but I try to have leftovers so that I can heat something up real quick. But going into the new year, cooking is one of those things that I want to do more often instead of ordering out and things like that. So I found that Chef's Plate is one of those things that just helps. It helps, it really does. Of course, there are not very many Caribbean inspired meals, so I have to do those on my own. But what I want to do is maybe model the Chef's Plate way and get some of my more Caribbean inspired dishes and kind of do the meal prep the way that they do it so that it can be easier. That's something to think about, something to consider. But I'm gonna go sit down and eat this because I'm starving and I'm tired. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.